Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and this is day 24 of Scrap Timber 2022. And today is wood veneer. And I have some wood veneer from some assemblage required, and I'm excited to use these on this layout. I have no plan for. I'm just gonna wing it like I like to do. I have these two pictures, and it's really just pictures I took to share with my mom of things that I had hung up on the wall all by myself. And I am using the Cocoa Vanilla these days. I'm using these quite a bit right now because we've just moved and there's a lot of house references and things about, new beginnings and change and things. And we are definitely in that kind of a place. So I thought this was the perfect collection. Plus, these little picture frames are really great. And I wasn't sure what else I might want to use. So I have some scraps and some loose papers that I want to use. I'm not trying to necessarily bust through this, but kind of. So, and then I have the puffy stickers, the ephemera, and I thought that was cute, except there's not going to be a person in my picture, so I don't end up wanting to use that, but that's okay. So I have my papers, my embellishments, my wood veneer, this pictures, and so let's see how this goes. So first things first, like I said, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm kind of winging it. This paper is so gorgeous. I love it. And I'm not even much of a floral person, but I really love this paper because it's just so pretty. And it's not like super pastel, it's just really a lovely color. So I leave one picture a full 4x6 because there's a painting and a picture on either side, and I don't want to cut that off. And then the other picture was just a little wood thing that my mom and dad bought me years and years ago, like the late 90s, early 2000 maybe. And it never got hung up. And so I was pretty proud of myself for, getting my little IKEA tools set out and hanging them up myself. I'm reasonably independent, but sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff, I have always let my husband do that. And so now that we're getting divorced, I am trying to figure it all out on my own, and it's okay. I'm going to use these scraps of wood grain. I tore these off of a page I did the other day. I don't think I did it in a video. I think I actually just created a layout one day and I tore all the edges around the outside of one of the wood veneer or the wood papers from this collection. And so because wood veneer is what is going on with this collection, I thought that that would be a great accent to put. So I just kind of put them up there on the top left, and I'm going to put this one down here on the bottom right. And I considered adding another one, but it didn't work for me. I don't want to cover over all those colors. So then I fussy cut a couple of these picture frames or frames out because I want to use these to help embellish. And this one right here I have in my hand is actually got a missing piece in the bottom corner. But I just decided I would tuck it in so you can't even tell. But you still see the florals. You still can see that you've got that frame. And, what I've got hanging up as frames. And you might think that my taste in artwork is horrible. Because that tiger painting over there. However, it was my grandmother's, and I used to joke with her about how that was my favorite painting, and she always told me she was going to will it to me. And so when grandma moved, she asked me if I wanted it, and of course no one in my family would have taken it because A, they don't want it, but B, I would never have let anyone have it. I did have a bunch of people try and buy it at the yard sale that we had after she moved, but I refused. I wouldn't sell it, and some people offered me a pretty penny, but I would refuse to do it because it has a whole lot of sentimental value to me. While it is not necessarily the most attractive painting, it's just it's tigers. You can't see it really well in this picture, maybe in the close up, but anyway. So one of the things in the ephemera is this frame, and I'm debating on how I can use it. I was hoping I could find like a cut apart that would work, but none of them work. They're either too big, too small, aren't right phrasing. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of this heart paper out, and I'm just going to mat it and put it down. And then if I can find something to put there, then great. I'll figure something out to embellish it some, kind of like a shaker pocket, which I totally could have made. So I stick this, I think it says Love This Life, or Love This. I stick that down and I think, yeah, I'm going to put this here, but I'm not really liking it. And I'm wishing that I could find something that's going to fit better or work better. It's kind of disappears, even though it's yellow and the background is pink. So I'm going to move it down here, and I think it fits much better here. It adds a little more color, and I'm going to put this word home in here. Now, it does not fit perfectly inside the frame because it's a little, maybe like 1/8 of an inch, or maybe as much as a 1/4 inch too big. So I move it around a little to where it's just a little bit that is sticking out on the right and the left. And I like that because it's more of a pop off of that pink paper with that black word that says home. And this was pretty early on. We moved on the 18th of June, and I think that I hung these up on the 23rd. So this was pretty early on, and so I was excited to get this stuff hung up when I did, and by myself. So I'm just going to pull some little things out. That little tag says, or that little label says sweet, and that silver thing that's hanging up is something that actually was my daughter's. It says something about not whining. I mean, I thought it was given to her when she was younger. Not that she hasn't quit whining, but you know. And then I put that Hello Beautiful over there by my tiger pictures. And then I'm going to add another word phrase down here at the bottom by the Noah's Ark, which is now holding our extra keys and our dog's leash. And then I'm going to pull out the puffies as well as the ephemera. And I'm trying to find a way to help add some oomph to this layout because it's missing some things. And I don't know exactly what I want to put on here, but I'm liking the butterflies. I feel like those are kind of fitting. So I put those down, and then I just kind of flip through the ephemera. I don't know what I'm going to do with that bicycle. I've now scrapbooked the 2 pictures that I know I have of Kate, my daughter, and of my grandfather on a bike. And so I don't know. Oh, and I had one from the beach. So I pull out my wood veneers. And like I said, these are from Some Assemblage Required. And MK makes some really cool things. And it's very, the range of things she makes is pretty broad. There's some things that can be used on pretty much any layout, like the things I'm using now, these cool arrows and the little cameras. I have some coffee beans and coffee cups. I have gears, so they're kind of grungy and, more machismo. And then I also have like video game related things, beach related things. She just recently did a whole series of game night stuff. So back on September the 11th, I did a scrap lift afternoon and used her Monopoly set that she created, and it was so awesome. It was perfect for what I was doing, and I love the way that they turned out. So she has quite an eclectic amount of things, and I have purchased kind of a range from signs and the stuff that you've already seen today and stuff that I've already mentioned, but she's got a bunch of stuff that didn't necessarily fit something I needed, but there's plenty that I needed. See, I said needed. So you should go check her out. She is on Etsy, Some Assemblage Required, and then so I folded up the wings of the butterflies to give them a little bit of dimension. I don't want too much, but the word home is a foam sticker, so it's already going to have a little bit of dimension. So pulling those butterfly wings up just a little is not going to add any more. I am trying to do my very best not to go too crazy with the dimension for 2022 because I'm already up to like book 5 and I think I'm only into June. I mean, I have done some July and I've done a little bit of August, but for the most part, I'm still, I got a ways to go. Oh well, it's fine. So I pulled out this, I think it's black marble. This is a shimmer spray from, no. Just kidding. That was what I was going to do, but decided because the black in this collection is almost like a faded black. So I decided to go with black soot, distress oxide. So I think I originally had pulled out the shimmer sprays, but decided that I wanted something a little more mute. So that is it. And I love how this turned out. It's so fun and pretty. I love this paper. The back of this paper, though, so I'm going to find a way to use the back of this paper for something. See, there's that painting. Isn't it lovely? So anyway, I hope that you all will go below to the Scrap Timber playlist. The Scrappy Sisters and Laura Alberts got this kicked off, and this year they have added the amazing Christy with Christy's Beautiful Life, and they are all taking care of giving us prompts every day. So I would love for you all to follow along and join us, and I hope to see you all back again tomorrow. And I also hope that you all have a great day. Happy scrapping.